Yo, what's up guys, Bryce here, and we're back at it again for another video, and this is round 4, round 4 at Silverstone. Here we go, starting P2, and we got a pretty decent start here. I was super close to Pedro at the start, and I was just really trying to maximize everything I could, because we all knew that his pace was out of this world in this race, so doing everything I can to start here on cold tires. We were sliding all over the place. Going down into the first sequence of corners, we're side by side, but I drift out wide just a little bit, just not enough grip there, and he's in front, and now I just really want to pull away from the pack, which I did. I'm going to be pushing back the Silverstone Hot Lap Guide maybe for a few weeks, just because the race is pretty much over, so I'm really trying to focus on making videos for this league, so I would help everyone out who's actually in the league. So Hungaroring will be soon. We'll have a 2-week break because of Thanksgiving in a few days, so happy Thanksgiving to all of you. If I do not post a video before then, probably be a few videos, then probably take just a little short break, and then the week after that, a bunch of videos for the next race and some cool content coming, as well as merch we'll be releasing soon. I've not really announced it yet, but you'll see that soon. So yeah, I didn't really do much of an intro in this race, just due to the fact that I didn't pass or get past at all during this whole race. I was sat in P2 this whole race, which is obviously good for me. I enjoyed the race a ton. Man, this track, preparing for this track was really a pain. It was hit or miss, going through Maggots and Beckets all the time, and really, it was just not really good practice. I felt like my pace was not good. In the official practice session, I was in P10, and I put in the same exact lap time, and I wound up in P3. So, can't complain about that. I find that really in the past, qualifying was a huge weakness for me. I would get super anxious, nervous, and I just couldn't perform. I really just couldn't push out the lap times, but now I'm really kind of getting the hang of it and just really trying to be in that right mindset, which allows me to really just maximize my performance and feel really comfortable in qualifying, which is what I did, and that's why I started P2. And then the race, consistency is one of my strengths, so I'm just trying to be as consistent as I can. And yeah, finished lap 1 in P2. Bruno behind us in the Porsche. Now for some reason trading paints worked for basically every other car except maybe a few, and his was the one that did not work, unfortunately, so that's why the car looks like the default iRacing livery, so I do apologize for that. But he was really behind us and really putting a whole lot of pressure on us throughout this whole race, and he did not give up, and neither did I. You can see he had a little look down the inside there. We were actually side by side coming out of this corner here, but just the traction I had was a lot better. And I know he really did want to get past, and I did really want to keep the position. My pace was, pretty decent. It wasn't crazy fast like Pedro, who was on another planet in terms of pace. Going into the pits here, this is about a little bit more than the halfway point. Going into the pits, 1 pit stop race, and our pit stop was executed perfectly. I went into the pits with a really good amount of speed, traveling through the pits 1 mile an hour faster, which will gain you a little bit of time. Lining up the pit box, just keep my eye on it. You can gain a lot of time from the Silverstone pit lane just due to the fact that how long it is. The longer the pit lane, the more time you can gain in the pits. It's about a 50-second pit stop. Stopping right there on our marks, just fuel, no tires, and then once that lollipop goes up, we are up and away, and we are out. And you can see we jumped Bruno by quite a lot, and now we have Resende behind us in the Ferrari, we've had a few battles with him this season actually. The most notorious was Spa, so that was one of the most popular battles we've had, and then he was behind us for a little bit there, and yeah, he got hit by Bruno, I think, going into turn 3. I'm not sure what happened there early in the race, but this was a few laps before the race ended actually. The only chance where Bruno was really close. You can see there's a back marker, and me and him just go around the back marker at the same time, and he is very close to us, and just going around those back markers is a challenge within itself. You can see it again here from a different angle. Back marker on the straight. I guess he did what the only thing he could have done, just kind of stay on the racing line, and me and Bruno went around him and gained him a little bit of an advantage because he was quite close to me during this time. And then we have a few laps left, still sitting in second place. Really was defending super hard. If you haven't checked out the official race, be sure to check that out. You can go to my channel and scroll all the way down to other channels. I have the race there, so check that out. It's an awesome stream. Very good commentaries, Tater's very good quality stream in general. And we're just going to run through Maggots and Beckett's one more time on the last lap of the race. You can see Bruno has not let up, and he's still right there behind us, and he actually had a really good chance in the last few corners. I am driving the Lamborghini. If you couldn't tell yet, I've been driving the Ferrari all season except for this race, and for a few races in the future I will be driving the Lamborghini as well, just because of the nature of the twitchiness and just how quickly you can get the rotation, which is amazing. But it's very, very difficult to drive, and you really need a lot of confidence with this car. You can see it got a super good run going down into the chicane. Just a few corners to go, staying in the middle of the track, defending that line, and we were able to stay in front of him. Nothing really much he can do here, and we're going to come across the last corner, come across the line in P2. Very good result so far, my best finish in this league, and I think in any league actually, any league racing in terms of sim racing. In the official series, obviously I've won, but this is an official league that I've actually came in second place in. Other second place was Spa. That was a much more entertaining race than this. Be sure to check that out. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, leave a like down below. You'll see hot lap guides and a bunch of other cool content as well from this league and from series. And yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.